Hey, it's Is This Thing On? Nick Palermo, Jessi Saldaña, Micah Green on this episode. Hit the subscribe button.
Welcome to Is This Thing On? The final episode before a hiatus. Your host Slade Ham, as always. I'm joined by a brand new dais of guests, some that have formerly been on the Whiskey Brothers, some that have not. To my right, Jessi Saldaña. Across from him, Nick Palermo, and Micah Green to the right of him. We'll get to know those guys better into the show. You guys all playing footsie?
No.
You got a good sway going, and I appreciate it. Jerry Wayne, Longmire, Trey Tutson running everything back of house, the 1s through 4s, if you will. Guys, this is a big one. You got to bring it home today. You can't suck.
Right.
This is the last one for a while.
Glad you told us now.
And I don't want to go out on a whimper. Topic A. I could have done a lot of things. There were many topics. Manny Pacquiao is thinking about running for president of the Philippines. What a wonderfully funny story that would have been, but we didn't choose it. We're doing Haitian migrants who are camped out under a bridge in Del Rio, Texas, over 16,000, but then minus whatever they kicked out via horseback the last couple of days. What's going on down there? It's a clusterfuck. They're starting to fly them out. They're sending them by bus back to Haiti, which I'm sure there has to be another stop in there, or else that's a really cruel ride home.
At least a bathroom break.
The Haitian migrants
got a Buc-ee's on the way
under the bridge. Nick Palermo, get us started.
Well, first off, I don't think it's that big to worry about. Like, when has white leaders defending Haitians ever gone bad? It's a history joke.
History joke. Yeah, we'll put a little check mark over there for the history joke. Good job.
Yeah, but no, like it's like, so some people are against it, but like the mainstream Republicans and Democrats are coming together on this, which is cool to see them as a team being denounced by human rights groups. So it's pretty cool.
It's very it is. It's bilateral.
Hell yeah.
Good on them reaching across the aisle.
Yeah. To be terrible.
Such a Jessi, what's happening over there? Any thoughts on what's happening down with the Haitian refugees?
So I'm supposed to have strong feelings on immigration, but I don't. Everyone I care about already lives here. So I don't give a shit. But here's the thing, man. Look, I saw the pictures today of the people on the horses, of the border agents on the horses, like just straight up. I'm like, damn, dude. Who's taking their pictures? The same guy that does all of Rudd's pictures for us? They look fucking cool.
Those were some really strong photographs.
But, I mean, how else are they?
That's how you know
how
you
else
don't
are
care.
These Mexican Americans supposed to catch all these black guys? They can't keep up. But here, I don't know a lot about Haitians, but I have seen Bad Boys 2.
Like, so I feel I can make a good.
And you know, according to my research, after watching this movie, some Haitians I assume are good people. But when Haiti sends its people, they aren't sending their best. They're sending people that have lots of problems. And they bring those problems to us. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. We got to build a wall around Haiti.
I don't think they're being sent.
I mean, it got everybody riled up in 2016.
Yeah.
A nice little wall around Haiti.
That changed the course of the world.
Look, I have to say, I agree with the Biden administration here. Living under a bridge in Del Rio, Texas, is for American meth heads. All right? It's their birthright. Do you know what happens when you kick a meth head out from under their bridge? Do you know where they go? The apartment right above yours.
Oh, man.
And then pretty soon, day and night, it's just group sex and stabbings and group sex and stabbings. And then pretty soon, you don't know what's leaking from your ceilings.
Just lousy with blood.
But it's kicking. And, you know, I sympathize with Biden because what is he supposed to do? Where do you send Haitians where they'll be happy? Somewhere that's wet but not too wet? I mean, honestly.
I don't know what he meant by it.
but he said it with such conviction. Like, but I mean, honestly.
That's one of those things. That's one of those things. You put it where a punchline would go.
Sometimes punch is all about conviction.
No, I know, but I'm picturing so many.
Dude, I have some
knots.
really weak writing in here, so I hope I hope that my delivery can carry me the whole way.
I like that. Tell me that was strategically placed as a test. You're like, I just want to see. I want to make sure. I'm going to put this one here. If I can get by with it, we're candy.
That's right.
All right, perfect. I'm going to make you pay attention. Australian submarines sounds like a weird subject as well, but across the globe it's happening. The Australians had contracted for some submarines from the French. They had a big deal set up, like millions and millions of dollars, and then the U.S. and England went behind France's back, better dealed them. They sold them some nuclear subs. France is pissed. Seems to be a little bit of an uproar out there in the Pacific. Micah, let's start with you.
I just, it seems pretty fucking reckless to cheap out on a submarine. You know what I mean?
To go with the
Like,
lowest bidder.
That's a real. That's a real. You get what you pay for.
That's right. Beds,
You know what I
shoes, and
mean?
submarines. I think those are the things you're not supposed to scrimp on.
And toilet paper.
And toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
And really, what Australia ought to do, because they're on fire, right? Everything's on fire there.
The habitable parts.
They shouldn't be scrimping any money. They should spend all their money on submarines. Every submarine.
Move to submarines.
and move to submarines.
They're Atlantis.
Just build Atlantis.
You were on fire. Now you're in water. It's a nice change of scenery. And I'll just say, France has no right to be pissed here, all right? Because honestly, Australians went to them before they went to us. We gave Australians everything they love. Before America, Australians were a proud race of crocodile hunting and Dundeeing people.
Dundeeing people.
So then when they discovered the beauty of American culture, now they're all fat. They wear flip-flops at inappropriate times. They have all sorts of cancer, and they act poorly when they're on vacation. And they got that from us.
So Australia's just Montgomery County.
Yes. Yes.
They also listen to Riff Raff.
Nick, what's going on?
I think this is a pretty funny story. Like I've always thought, like, we're like the New York Yankees of countries in the world. Like, only the local people like us, And, like, everyone outside thinks we're fucking assholes. And this is a very New York Yankees move,
Yeah.
Like, if you just replace submarines with baseball players, that's just how they get their team.
That's it's like we're still wearing that. I'm glad we cheated shirts.
Yeah.
To keep the baseball analogy going.
Available now at Micah Green of Stage and Screen on Instagram.
Ooh, look at that with the long handle.
No, but it's funny. It's like, because what it really boils down to, like, because I read it and it was like, well, the French submarines didn't have the nukes they need or whatever. They weren't as powerful as they need now, because now they're more afraid of China. And France is like, but still, it's like, I'm not bringing a knife to a gunfight to save your fucking feelings, you piece of shit. Like, what? This is real life. This is a real whole threat. Yeah. Fuck off.
Just pretend. Yeah, no, we'll do it. We'll do it.
We don't want to ruin the reputation. We're going to die.
Are nuclear subs, I guess, like much better than regular
Look,
subs?
I didn't read that much into
No.
it. Okay?
It's like
fucking no.
it's like the Vin Diesel movies where you flip the thing and you press the button and your car goes fast.
Oh, yeah. It's got the button.
Hell yeah,
They got
dude.
the button.
Except it leaves a bunch of green shit in the ocean.
I mean, it does sound like
And
the
it
plot to Fast and Furious 11
It's
does a bit.
where do you go after the moon?
And it creates new cancer.
in the ocean.
Jesse?
Well, first I thought it was a new tourist attraction that I couldn't afford. But I guess there's more oil reserves in Australia that just got discovered, and that's why the U.S. is getting involved. Just my first guess. Honestly, who cares about France being mad about anything? We done freedom fries once. We can do it again.
The French.
I've done that twice.
I think they're 1 for 11 in wars, the
But-
French. They're not going to a bowl game. And you know the game, you know who they won? They won the French Revolution.
Yeah.
They beat themselves.
Yeah.
That's
This is-
the
people-
war they won. History joke. I'm writing it down.
Yeah, history joke. Write that down. Right? Also, we wouldn't be a country without them. And then we're like, yeah, fucking assholes, weak pieces of shit. They're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That's really, really very American of us.
Well, yeah, dude, we're the Yankees. What the
Hell
fuck?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I didn't even know Australia had a fucking army or a navy or anything. I just thought it was hotels, kangaroos down there. I don't fucking know.
And those straw hats.
They abbreviate everything down there. They call them subbies. I don't know if you knew that. That's not true. All right.
I would have believed.
Yeah. And I thought you were talking about the hats. Either way, that makes sense.
Subbies.
Did either of you spend a bunch of time today trying to get an Australian accent down for a joke that you wrote?
Absolutely not.
Let's fucking hear it.
I don't. It was right.
You gotta give him a second.
I don't know where the. Where's the beer? I'm going to slap you if I can't find the beer.
That was pretty good. I think that was pretty good.
not bad.
Okay, I should have kept the joke then.
You want to run it?
It was basically just like Australia, like in Australia, going, well, we could save money. I mean, does a submarine have to be below water to be a submarine? We could save a bit of money. Cork in the bottom. Cork in the bottom is a hard thing to say in Australia.
Because you don't know if you're supposed to say the T's or not. Those middle T's are weird.
It became more British as it went, but still good.
Thank you.
It's you just put a little bit of a cork in the bottom, and the next thing you know, poof, you've saved some money.
Oh, man.
All right, let's get to know you guys. Segment 2 is very simple. It is called Introduce Yourself. I'm going to give you guys a moment to introduce yourself to our fans. Some of them do know you, some of them don't. Jessi Saldaña, tell the folks who you are.
Jessi Saldaña, I've been doing comedy in Houston for about 5 years, and much like other Houston comics, I have a DUI and a dead parent, and I just fit right in.
Just walking around scratching set lists off.
And what sets me apart is I have multiple DUIs, not like these other pussies that just have the one. And,
strong.
Yeah, I run a
Call
show.
me when you got multiple dead parents.
Damn it. I run a show at the Secret Group every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. Every second and fourth Tuesday of the month. It's called Tuesday Gigante.
Tuesday Gigante, and you do a lot of Latino comics. All Latino?
Featuring whatever Hispanic comedian I can find in this fucking city.
It's like the same 7 people.
Perfect. Jessi Saldaña. Across the table and diagonally, Micah Green. My first time having you on the show in any form. How are you? Who are you?
Doing
Tell
good.
them.
Well, my name is Micah Green of Stage and Screen, and very much like Ali Sadiq or Tim Allen, I actually got my start in comedy in prison. So we were in the TV room. The TV went out. All the prisoners were losing their mind. We need entertainment, and I knew, this is my moment. And because I had just finished drowning a little guy in a mop bucket,
yeah.
so I pick him up by the ankles, and I start just swishing his head around the floor. And those guys were crying. they were crying. And that's when it hit me, like I can do this.
You should do comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the guys who, with the exception of Tim Allen, really, not many white guys will admit that they started comedy in prison. Because really, that's a tacit confession that, well, I figured out which jokes worked with the Aryan nation, and I told them all the time. All day, every day.
Get the funny one.
Oh, man.
What were you in for?
PCP. Well, in a way, PCP and that guy that me and my girlfriend Rob that's what's got me started in comedy in a roundabout way.
Isn't it weird?
And yeah,
you got to get to the root of it.
It's
really
hard to find that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody who will stick
Rob?
with you through that.
Not a lot of people like being high for 12 hours and taking off all their clothes and fighting 12 police officers.
That's what
it's
I'm
an
saying.
acquired taste.
If you find that person, stay with that person.
Yeah.
You guys still together? Oh, such a shame. Nick Palermo. No, I'm kidding. There's more. You want any social media you want to plug?
At Micah Green of Stage and Screen on Instagram. You can also find me. What's my TikTok? Don't worry about my TikTok. I don't have anything on there right now.
It doesn't rhyme? Damn.
Well, it's got to be something. I think it's just at Micah Green Comedy.
Simple enough. Google Micah Green on TikTok.
That's right.
Can you make your TikTok at Micah Green of Stage and Screen from Instagram?
That would be good. It'll get confusing and cumbersome, but a great bit.
Yeah, we'll try to get to his Facebook page, which is Micah Green of Stage and Screen on Instagram via TikTok, which is hard to get to through Facebook. Nick, for the love of God, Tell them what's going on in your world.
I'm Nick. I'm a comedian. I've done things. I've opened for people. I'm going to be on Skankfest in November. I'm doing a show here soon on the Whiskey Brothers Network. I like people as individuals, but I think as a whole, people are the worst. They're awful. I hate all of them. I think there's no way we could possibly solve all the bullshit problems humanity has caused. So we should just enjoy ourselves and do mushrooms and never talk to the police.
There you go, Nick Palermo and some optimistic hedonism. I'm with you. Cheers. I'll pour a shot to that.
Woo!
You, my friend, are a superhero, which weirdly leads us into segment 3. I'm excited about this. Brand new segments 3 and 4. Trey and Jerry, we've never done this before.
I know, and it's all on you.
Yeah, I know. This was, damn it. Damn it. This is way more fun when I could blame y'all. Jerry actually set this one up, so we'll see. It's a joint effort. You guys have been given a superhero identity, and that is it. We're going to find out some things. Perhaps your nemesis, perhaps a quick scene from the comic book you're featured in. Where do I want to start? Jessi, you are Pepto Man.
Yeah, Pepto Man. Obviously fat. Fell in a vat of Pepto-Bismol.
It's a way to start.
Rose in pink spandex with a white cape, because why not? And Pepto Man can easily thwart the likes of Diarrhea-tron.
A Tron.
And Upsexta Man.
Upsexta Man.
I hated that.
No, don't hate
Hey,
that. That's
I'm
actually
joking.
really, really good.
Those are the villains.
That's
You
a
should hate them.
That is a heat.
It's Pepto Man we love.
That's why I wrote him like that.
What, were you a fan of the Penguin?
Kind of.
Damn it. But his true nemesis was inevitable, the gout. So Pepto Man has to count on his trusty sidekick, Sidney Campbell, also known as Anti-Sid.
Oh my God, Antaz. I see what you did there. That's
But
clever.
even them two, the dynamic duo, were not enough when they finally had to face off against the gout. So they had to call an old friend, and this is how it went down. I was gonna do voices, but I don't want to anymore.
I want to close my eyes and
I
imagine.
can't follow your. Then if I do voices, it's just gonna sound like a scene from Blood In, Blood Out.
Just do it in an Australian accent.
Come on now, do the fucking accent.
So all right, so it's
wanna close my
Pepto
eyes.
Man and the gout, and the gout tells Pepto Man, "It's time to meet your demise, Pepto Man." And Pepto Man says, "Nah, cuz." Me and my boy Antacid got a trick up our sleeves. And from the ashes rises an old friend. And the gout sees him and trembles in fear and says, "Anti-inflammator, where did you come from? What are you doing here?" And he tells him, "I smelled some fuckery afoot.
Wait, say that again, but more serious.
I smelled some fuckery afoot."
Yeah.
That's the
I
reason.
bought that.
That's the reason.
I bought that.
There's a lot of cussing in Pepto Man because he's seen some shit.
Stop it.
All right, that's all.
Respect. That's good.
Dude, you mentioned his spandex and his overalls. You didn't mention the pink bandana hanging out of his left back pocket.
Spoken like someone who has the costume in his closet. Which one do I want to go with? Who do I want to go with? Which one do I want to do? Micah, everybody wants to know the man behind the attic.
Issue 1 of The Attic. Our scene opens in a dimly lit basement in Anywhere, USA, where, on a swiveling chair, watching Whiskey Brothers live streams, sits the basement dweller. Having just ejaculated, the basement dweller hears his mother call down to him. "God damn it, Clarence, I told you to change the light bulb in that attic an hour ago." "No, Mom, please, I don't like it up there." "Yeah, well, your father really didn't like you, so he did the adult thing and moved out. Get your ass up there." Already completely defeated, the cowardly basement dweller slinks upstairs to face the world's greatest hero, the attic. After heaving himself up the drop-down steps into the topmost part of his mother's house, the basement dweller hears the room itself begin to speak. "Your mother told me to kick your ass again, basement dweller. My name is Clarence. Just then, sheets of pink insulation wrap around the basement dweller's body. Evildoers don't deserve names. They deserve for a sentient attic with the powers of an attic to clobber them every day until they move out. That way I can bone their mom. Dude, I don't care if you bone my mom, just don't do it in the basement. As those words leave the basement dweller's chapped, stinky lips, we see hundreds of Christmas ornaments rising out of cardboard boxes. Now that your mother's reached menopause, we've agreed it's the perfect time. We couldn't risk having a half-human, half-attic baby. All of his clothes would stink like mothballs. He would have a head, but it would be unpleasantly shaped, and inside his skull he would have cobwebs instead of brains. In other words, he'd be too much like you. How am I supposed to move out if I can't find a better job? Well, it looks like you should have saved your Christmas money. The Christmas ornaments that were hovering in the air now fling themselves at the basement dweller's head. The glass ones explode into piercing, rending shrapnel. The crystal ones bludgeon the dastardly dweller until he surrenders. Oh my God, please stop! Typical evildoer. Can't stand being hit on the head. And that's why justice will always prevail. The attic then summons a swarm of rats. The attic then summons a swarm of rats to eat the basement dweller. After the rats carry off his bones, the attic and Mrs. Dweller have sex. I won't trouble you with the details. The end.
That was amazing.
God damn it. Y'all good back there? Yeah. They just called the comic book store and had them put the issues in their box. That's Micah Green, The Attic.
Jesus Christ.
Nick, that leaves you. You are... Yeah, I know. You're stuck with... it sounds anticlimactic, but you are, after a freak accident, known as Supporting Character Man.
I am Supporting Character Man, and my nemesis is fucking Owen Wilson. This fucking crooked-nosed motherfucker. So I'm at a Starbucks, supporting. And he comes in supporting his guy, and he just starts saying, wow, and it's really annoying. People start staring at him. He doesn't care. He keeps going. I walk over to him. I trip him. Instead of saying wow, he starts saying ow, ow, ow. And then Vince Vaughn laughs and says that's the funniest he's ever seen because he's got terrible taste. And then we do a movie together that gets mediocre numbers on Crackle.
Supporting Character Man. Wow. Nick Palermo.
Wow.
The segment is called Marveled, and I would read all of these comic books. But one. I won't tell you which one. That's my favorite thing to do. Trey, I'm certain that you've written some things down. Am I wrong back there? You're going to have some ideas? All right. We have, let's let you guys pimp your social medias before we get into this last segment. Micah Green, star of stage and screen, I think we have cleared sufficiently, but I want to repeat, Micah Green, star of stage and screen.
Also, if you want to see a very flattering clip of mine from 3 years ago when I was a lot skinnier and can fit into a very handsome suit, YouTube, Micah Green stand-up comedy. It'll be the first video you see, and oh, will it make you laugh.
And make sure to subscribe, guys.
Yeah.
Nick Palermo, where can they find you?
At Nick Hates People on everything on Instagram and nickhatespeople.com.
Wonderful. What are you going to do when you become happy? Jessi Saldaña, where can they find you?
On Instagram and TikTok, it's at Theo Jessi. That's my real handle.
T.O. Jessi.
TIOJSSI.
There you go. Uncle Jessi, Jessi. Easy to find. We're drinking whiskey from Old Humble Distilling Company. Our good friends, Joe Breda, the head distiller over there, always dropping some tasty morsels off.
Nice.
And we enjoy it. We still got a segment to go, though. Not yet. Don't get prepped. Yeah, we're not done yet. You got a whole, yeah, look at that's how feisty he is. He's ready. He's ready. Let's get to segment 4 before we do that, Trey. This is a new one as well. You guys have been selected to give the opening remarks at an organization's next fundraiser. All we're going to give you here is the acronym. You're going to have to figure out, you're going to tell us who it is, and you're going to tell us, you're going to start this opening speech for us. Jessi, I'm going to start with you. And you are the representative for Listen.
Listen, that's LISTEN. That's the Latin Immigrant Sports Training and Entertainment Network.
Based in Del Rio, Texas.
Opening remarks. We are running out of jobs to take from the Americans. We may not be the tallest or the fastest, but we have proven time and again no one will outwork us. Thanks to our Dominican, Puerto Rican, and Cuban brothers, we have basically taken over America's pastime. It is time for us to lean on the Mexicans. We are making great strides in our negotiations with the WNBA since we can't dunk either. We'll take over American sports. One dying sport at a time.
The Latin Immigrant Sports Team? Wait, what?
It was the Latin Immigrant Sports Training and Entertainment
Sports
Network.
Training and Entertainment Network.
Why don't you stand one on top of each other?
Where
In
can
like a big coat?
Like a little rascal.
like we're trying to sneak into a movie?
Yeah.
Like we're the Scrooge McDuck kids?
Yeah.
Micah Green, you are the representative for an organization called Helmet.
Helmet, that's HELMET. How exactly? Let me explain that. Sometimes going through the world without having it explained to you can feel like riding a bicycle without a helmet. Do you know what I mean? It means it means sometimes you don't know what you're doing, and it makes your head hurt. I know you're still confused, and that's okay. We here at Helmet know that things like instructional manuals just make you feel like you're being talked down to. And asking your friends for help is worthless. I mean, they don't know what's going on either. That's why they're friends with you. That's why it's our mission to put patented helmets on every man, woman, and child in America. Helmets that will detect when you're confused, inject you with a little bit of morphine, and connect you to my personal cell phone. From there, I can help you understand how to work the dishwasher, or the difference between Irish and Italians, or any number of things. But before we can help you, we're humbly asking for your help. Helmets aren't necessarily expensive, but morphine is. Donate today.
Part of the Helmet Fund. Micah Green. How exactly? Let me explain that. What a wonderful approach to the acronym. That leaves us with one left before we get to Trey's takes. That's what I think we'll call that last segment. Nick, you are giving the address to an organization called Nature.
Yes. Welcome to Nature, as you all know, which stands for neuter all the Uber riders everywhere. Why? Why neuter Uber riders, people ask me. First off, don't look me in the eyes when you talk to me. Second, it's because I'm the majority stakeholder for Lyft. No more Uber drivers reproducing, they gotta use Lyft. And we're all businessmen here, and I think we all know as good businessmen, the best way to corner a market is a soft genocide. Look at Chiquita Bananas. And one more quick announcement for the event. You only get 2 drink tickets, all right, everyone. It cannot be used on premium spirits, okay?
Where's this event?
Thank you and have fun.
At the secret group on a Friday?
I had another one for listen.
Did you?
Oh.
But I didn't write it all the way out.
That's we'll take the backup. Yeah.
It was learning is stupid to everyone now.
Oh shit! Where do I donate? I'm actually in on this.
And then I was like, well, that's it. That's the whole thing.
It would defeat the purpose if you told us what it stood for or expounded. Trey Tutson, let's get you. Let's ring you in. Let's put you. Come around to this side. We'll just do you over here. Trey Tutson, for those of you watching. Trey is a producer on the show, a member of the Whiskey Brothers podcast. As every week we go through the prompts together, myself and him and Jerry Wayne Longmire, and we decide what we're going to do that week. We selected all these for you guys, but that also means that we've had the prompts a little bit longer, and therefore have had a chance to write some punchlines. Trey, let's go back up to the top. Let's go all the way back up to...
can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you. Let's go to topic A, the Haitian migrants.
Okay. All right. The thing with the Haitian migrants, the thing that tripped me out the most was aesthetically. Like if you're just looking at the article aesthetically, it is ironic that the name for the rest stop to the destination is "See Ya Dad." It's not said like that, but aesthetically it looks like. Nigga, look, you shaking that big ass hand. You shaking that big ass coconut of yours. See ya Dad. It's almost like the perfect response if you're having difficulty convincing your dad that you should migrate. He was like,
Oh man.
what is the name of the place that is devaluing your Cuban pride? See you, Dad. Like, you're just like, I'm out this bitch.
That look on Jesse's face is the fact that joke has not come up on a Sábado Gigante or what on the what the show you run. I called it Sábado
That's not you?
Gigante. That's totally wrong. What is the it's
Jesus.
The show's Tuesday. You got
Tuesday
second and
we got
fourth
that.
Tuesday.
All right, well, I wasn't that off. I
At the
think-
secret group.
Right?
So, all right, Martes
He's
Gigante.
so
I was
particular.
right. All right. The point is that's you got there and that's why he's mad. Yeah. See you.
The article also states that they're going to fly the migrants back home and get them COVID tested beforehand. I saw that. I read that in there. Which is weird because, like, how you going to treat them like Americans before kicking them out of America? It's like a guy breaking up with his girlfriend so he can stop cheating on her.
No, that's the way they give you a drink on your way out the door. They throw in your here. Just take
Yeah.
that and go.
The other thing is, the sad part is that I feel we're doing deportation wrong. We've been doing it wrong forever. We always deport people back to their third world country. I think we should escort them to our third world country inside of our country. Don't send people back to Cuba or Haiti. Send them to Detroit. Because everyone knows the key to rebuilding a city is cheap labor. Welcome to the new Detroit. We don't groom Motown singers or Ford engineers, but enjoy our fruit and first baseman. The pay is still the same.
Aussie submarines?
No, I got
Oh,
one more.
shit! Look at you.
U.S. authorities also stopped migrants 209,000 times at the U.S. border in August alone. It was also reported that authorities they did not use people that had police background. They took a different strategy, and instead they said they needed people that were resilient as the migrants. They needed people that they knew would not take no for an answer. So they recruited people from kiosk at the mall. That was what they went with.
My friend.
Yeah.
My friend.
You
Try
want
this.
lotion?
My friend.
Let me clean your shoes.
My
Yeah.
friend. Look, his face made of Lego. Look, my friend.
The Australia thing was weird to me because it's like U.S., Britain, and Australia, they can agree on a nuclear subpact, but they cannot agree on what is actually football.
It's rugby.
Yeah. Also tripped me out with reading it. The other thing I got was like, I just think Biden is too old to be sneaky.
You could have stopped it to be. Just
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, it's too old to be.
It's too old to be.
I think too old to be. I feel like if you say something that you say something is not something, and you proceed to explain how these things are different, then certain words shouldn't show up. Like from your previous sentence, they shouldn't show up in your subsequent sentence.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, so Biden says, this is like a quote, he says, "We are not talking about nuclear armed submarines. We're talking about conventional armed submarines that could be powered by nuclear reactors." So you see how fucking like, hey, this isn't hot chocolate. This is chocolate that
that's
can
hot.
be hot when it's powered by heat. Like, it's like, what the fuck are you? But what it basically means is that we don't have nukes. We just have things that can protect us from nukes, which is stupid. It's like entering a fight with no arms but an iron jaw. It's like, man, stop. No one is knocking out nobody. Like, nobody's knocking anybody out. But once again, all the countries are wrong the way that they're doing this. They shouldn't team up with each other. They should have just teamed up with Amazon. Yeah, that's the only people who can guarantee peace with China. And with Amazon, you can put a hit out on a country and track it. Like, you can just, you be like, how did my drone strike make it, but my socks didn't? This is
My
I'm
anthrax
a
is in
prime member.
Dayton.
This is unacceptable.
Said COVID's holding it back. What the? You got a ship late because of COVID?
All right. Did you go on? Did you work segment 3 and 4?
I did 3. I did them both, but Nick's was pretty good.
All right. Supporting character
I did
man.
yours. I did all of yours because it was the first suggestion. Really stupid. So I got supporting character man.
Uh-huh.
I'm supporting character man. My nemesis is suspenseful music when I'm by myself. That's what the fuck. If I'm alone and suspenseful music is playing, my chances of living are not high.
Yeah, don't turn the page.
Yeah. My strengths are making others look good in crucial situations. So here's the thing. Like I'm here. I'm at the thing. I'm sitting on the couch scrolling through my phone while I'm eating granola. All of a sudden I hear brakes screeching and an engine running. I run to the front door window. I get a better view to look. Okay, I'm trying to see what I'm hearing. I'm squinting through the blinds, like with my hands against the drapes, and I see this lady. She's got grief on her face, and she's like trying to thrust. So she goes to grab her purse to get out of the car. When she goes to get out of the car, she opens the door really aggressively. When she goes to get out, her purse gets caught on the gear shift, making her to fall on the ground. So when I see this, I run to the master bedroom. I bang on the door hard. Boom, boom, boom. Chad, your wife is here. My wife is here. You're married. Yes, bitch, he's married. And if you don't get out of the house, she's going to make herself a widow.
Man, you a good friend, Brad. Yeah. Said.
It was more. I should end it there.
No.
Okay, all right.
If you wrote more, bitch, do it.
Okay, so
unless it sucks.
no, I don't know. We'll see. I look like I tried it out at Secret Group for $8. So
Have you done Tuesdays?
Oh yeah, it's
They're doing
$12.
Spanish.
Exactly. They actually pay you in pesos. That's what they do to show. No, I'm
Stop.
kidding.
You're allowed to hit him.
No, he's not gonna do that. Anyway, I run down I run down and get the girl out of the house. Hey, bitch, you gotta get out of here. There's an Uber up the street. You can go ahead and get the fuck out of here.
Oh, but that organization's probably picketing.
Probably, yeah. They're probably like only use Lyft. The girl comes in. She's talking to the guy. Hey, what's going on in here? Blah, blah, blah. Is this something happening? You cheating on me? No, I'm not fucking doing anything. Well, it smells weird in here. He's like, oh, I was cooking. You were cooking pussy? Yes, I was cooking pussy. I was cooking pussy. I was cooking pussy. Chad was not cooking pussy. It was me.
You are a good supporting
He was
friend.
like, yeah, I was cooking pussy. He's like, really? You were cooking? Yes, I promise. Chad wouldn't do anything. I said, look, I was in here cooking. Let me go ahead and get these onions. I go grab these onions. I put them in my shirt pocket. I walk up to Chad. I said, Chad, tell the truth. You love her. You're faithful to her. You don't care nothing about her. And I bring him in. And I bring him in real close to get them onions all up in that sinus. He starts crying. Yeah, bro, I love her, bro. She's everything to me. See, this man is a faithful man. He would never do nothing like this. All right? I'm out. I'll see y'all later. I leave. As I walk, going to my car. Yes, did my part. Supporting character man. And then as I'm walking to my car, out of nowhere, I start hearing suspenseful music. I'm like, oh, shit. It's about to be over with.
And just before supporting character man steps into the Uber, snip, there go his nuts.
It all came together.
Neuter.
Yeah, basically, the lady shot him and killed him.
But yeah, the lady shot him.
And that concludes this presentation of nature.
Yeah.
Would y'all like to donate?
Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson are going to be great in that.
That one was
Wow.
The one I did for nature was it was like really silly. It was just like, do you know anybody that's like talented, that their talents are not being used? Do you know somebody that's in need? Do you know somebody that's just out and they feel out of place? Bring them on to nature. Leave them in nature. Nature will take care of them. What is nature? It's the National Armless, Torsoless, Unisexual Reparations Entertainment.
Just feet in a check. Trey Tutson bringing it home. Jessi Saldaña, Nick Palermo, Micah Green, my guest. Is This Thing On is going to take a hiatus while Trey and I go to Europe for a couple of weeks. We'll be back in November, somewhere around the middle of the month. And more Houston comics on this show. All things Whiskey Brothers can be found. You can search us on Facebook and Instagram, but more importantly, go to YouTube. Click subscribe there and follow all of these guys. Nick Hates People, Micah Green, star of stage and screen, and T.O. Jessi is the easiest way to find him. Trey Tutson and Jerry, as always, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm going to have you all back for certain. And cool, I'm going to say bye to you guys then on the chat as well, because we're gonna pre-record some Whiskey Brothers episodes, and we'll talk to y'all on the backside. We'll see you Monday. Micah's throwing gang signs.
He learned that in Chicago.
We'll see you guys soon.